Good afternoon, deep evil novel, climate change novel, author and solo acting Ahmed Gaber Abdelhamid. Episode number 51. On the door of the old theater in Harvard, the security stopped George to ask him about his invitation. He tried to open his mobile to show the security the email which he received from the management to invite him to attend this lecture. But the security asking him for a hard copy invitation, but he do not have it. Suddenly, Professor Jack came out from the theater. Then he give George a hard copy invitation, hold his name. And then the professor returned to the theater again without any word. George sat on his chair in the theater. He waiting for the speech or the lecture to start. But he are shocked that the Professor Jack gave his invitation by himself. He didn't find any reason for that. Suddenly, the producer wrote the stage talk on the mic. Then he said the Harvard management selected the attendances for this event from the top Harvard researchers. Harvard is proud of you. We are preparing for a great project. We hope that all will be a part of it. Now we have to give the high attention to listen carefully for a speech of Professor Jack, who is known enough as no need to make an introduction for him. Professor Jack rode and went close to the mic. Then he started his speech. Respected researchers, welcome and greetings. Today we invite you for a great reason. In the last 10 years, you made the most effective scientists, researchers worldwide. Your country proud of you. You are a real treasure for your country. What if we think about a national project, integration project? Put all your knowledge and use your diversity of specialists in one project. We want to build the most advanced cities, green, integrated, sustainable, with lowest infrastructure cost. We have 52 states. We aim to build 52 cities as city per state. If you accept to be a part from this national project, each one here can consider him or herself charged in the project from now. I will interact a small party from you to link between different researchers. Please enjoy the next movie presentation. Then enjoy your dinner. We will call you later. While the movie introduction is playing on the screen, the professor came to George's chair and took him from his hand. Smith and Florin waiting for Michael on the meeting room. They are already watch. They are ready to watch the first lecture which Paul made in the organization campaign. After a while, Michael came, sat at the floor and pressed play. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are today here in Vienna to present one from our lectures from our awareness campaign for the future of the human and the earth. Today we invited one from Refine Scholars in Cambridge. He will talk about the dangers of the waste. Please, Mr. Pull, come. Pull stand close to the mic. Then he said, "Good evening, I am Pull. I am from UK and I am researcher from Cambridge. Of course, I will talk later on the dangers of the waste, but I have to introduce this subject by some of prerequisite subjects. Our advanced world is the result for an industrial revolution. The world was dependent on the agricultural and little bit of industry because the industry need for two things: new technologies and high energy. So in the beginning of the 18th century, many of industrial technology innovation become mature. Then the world start a new epoch of depending on of industry until the energy innovation explored the nuclear energy. It was the paradigm shift in the industrial revolution because it multiple the power of manufacturing 10 times of any country. So the industrial countries gained this name only by having the nuclear energy plants. So we can address the advanced countries, the country which is think how to produce electricity for production, but the developed country which is thinking to produce electricity for the public customer. Gradually, the advanced countries changed the industrial electricity produced from fossil fuel like coal and oil by nuclear plants. Social, especially the nuclear planets, do not make any pollution like the fossil fuel. So it is green energy, but not sustainable because the nuclear material like uranium is limited in the nature. So the industrial countries keen to find and store the uranium to keep the strength of the economic as long times as they can. But the big problem is the waste of the nuclear energy is active radiation, not for 1 year or 10 years, but more than 100 years. The advanced countries is high honest with them citizens, so they throw them waste outside them countries in a very safe tanks underground in the poor countries. Thank you and see you next lecture. Thank you. See you next episode.